FTW Overdrive, the internet program that's designed to give you a better look into the world of FTW wrestling. I'm your host, my name is Sean Bryan, and things have been pretty crazy and out of control here in FTW as of late, more than ever before. We've seen barbed wire hell matches, we've seen steel cage matches, we've seen big stars such as Tommy Dreamer, the Iron Sheik, and of course Long Island's own Mick Foley, who was on hand at FTW Rage in the Cage to help make it the biggest event in the history of FTW. With over 600 fans in attendance, we just want to say thank you to all of those who came out for that awesome event. Now let's talk about FTW's next big event, coming up Saturday, October 23rd, with an 8 p.m. bell time. Fight the World Wrestling proudly presents Darkest Days. It'll come to you from Center Island Sports at 101 Union Avenue in Ronkonkoma, New York. Tickets are now on sale. You can get general admission or front row seating. You can get them in advance by visiting us at our website at www.ftwprowrestling.com or by calling the FTW hotline at area code 631-574-2214. Tickets will also be on sale the day of the show at the door. And folks, FTW officials have announced a huge double main event for Darkest Days. First, you will see the Grim Reaper defend the FTW World Heavyweight Championship against the Rockstar and Len Oddity in a triple threat match. We'll get to details of that in just a minute. The other half of this blockbuster double main event at Darkest Days will be a fatal four-way TLC match as Dan Barry defends the FTW Gen X Championship against Angel Ortiz, the Master Wes Craven, and Joey Ace. What a huge double main event this is going to be on October 23rd at Darkest Days. Now let's talk a little bit about the FTW World Title match. It'll be a triple threat match, as I said. Reefer, the Rockstar, and Len Oddity. This whole thing came to a head at Rage in the Cage on September 11th. Reefer had been battling with America's Most Wanted Jay Lover for the past few months, and these two met inside of a steel cage at Rage in the Cage. Tommy Buds interfered in the match as Jay Lover and Buds beat down on the Grim Reaper. When out of nowhere, the Rockstar came in through the door and began to save his friend the Grim Reaper by beating up on Lover and Buds.
Just when it looked like everything was okay, the Grim Reaper shocked everybody by nailing the Rockstar over the head with that chair.
From there, Lover, Reefer, and Buds began to beat down on the Rockstar. And you've heard the rumors, they are true. The BQE has reformed. It happened that night. That was it right there. From there, all the stars from FTW in the locker room began to pile in the cage in an effort to help out the Rockstar, and quite frankly, to stop the BQE. As we know, for the better part of 2 years, the BQE ran roughshod all over FTW. And I'm sure that the FTW locker room doesn't want to see that happen again, which is why they came out in that cage match. Nonetheless, they were not successful, as every man that entered that cage was beaten down by the BQE. As Reefer looked to escape the cage, we heard a familiar theme song blaring throughout Center Island Sports. It was Tattooed Ugly Len Oddity, the man that was retired by the BQE back at March of War. He came out, began to scale the cage from the outside, perched atop, and jumped off, wiping out everybody that was inside the cage. It was still not enough, though, as Reefer was able to escape the cage with the title. He grabbed the microphone and stated to everyone that the BQE was back and better than ever. So we know now that the Rockstar is extremely upset at the Grim Reaper at what happened at Rage in the Cage. And where does Len Oddity fit into all this? We know that he wants his revenge on Reefer and Lover for retiring him back in March. Well, the Rockstar and Len Oddity will have their shot at revenge and a shot at the FTW World Championship in that triple threat match scheduled for Darkest Days on October 23rd. Now let's talk about the other half of that double main event coming up at Darkest Days. A fatal four-way TLC match for the FTW Gen X Championship. And let me start off by saying this. These four men cannot stand each other. They can't be teammates and they can't be friends. And that's been evidenced by the actions that have taken place over the course of the last 6 months. And we're going to show you highlights right now from a match that took place at May's event, Scars and Stripes. It was Dan Barry, the FTW Gen X champion, defending his title against Wes Craven.
Draven off the rope. Big back elbow there from Dan Barry. Blocks the right hand and just sweeps the leg. Does Wes Craven, showing off that martial arts background. Corkscrew moonsault there from Wes Craven. This could be it. We're going to have a new champ. But Dan Barry able to kick out.
He's the champion. Of course he's resilient. This isn't his first match. You said it yourself. He's a fighting champion.
Draven now really giving it his all here against Dan Barry. Waist lock now from Wes Craven. Barry trying to break out, reverses it. Nice move there from Dan Barry. Barry now sliding over, trying to go for the cover, it looks like. He does, hooks the leg. 2. Wes Craven able to kick out, get that left shoulder up in the nick of time.
And I don't think this is very fair right now. Dan Barry is still obviously bothered by the green mist that hit him in the eye.
Well, he can't make excuses. He's hit a number of moves since that happened. And seems to be in control now as he just stands on the neck of poor Wes Craven. Barry now pulling up Wes Craven. Forearm to the back. Draven now looked like he's going for a suplex. No, ducks the clothesline. And wait a minute, the eye of the wolf. This could be it, folks. If Draven goes for the cover, we're gonna have a new Gen X champion. And his personal bodyguard pulls him to the outside. Are you kidding me? Where's the referee?
He's got friends in low places. What can you say?
I'll agree with you on that. You're right. He does have friends in low places. And the referee doesn't even seem to be doing anything. If Wes Craven would have went for the pin, that would have been it. And now with Wes Craven, he does have that samurai sword.
And what I tell you, see that? He's a dangerous man.
Frustrated Wes Craven now. Rolling Dan Barry back in the ring. You see Angel Ortiz and the bodyguard having words, goes for the cover, a new Gen X champion. No! Dan Barry kicked out. Those 30 seconds he spent on the outside were just enough time for him to get that shoulder up and keep the belt for now. You can hear the crowd firmly behind Wes Craven, and Wes signals that he's going to the top. Holding that neck though, delaying here. And wait a minute, the bodyguard now up on the top, and Ortiz now. Oh, and Wes Craven getting crotched. Did you see that though? The bodyguard of Dan Barry looked as if he was going to pull Wes Craven down, and then Ortiz, I guess, in trying to help, inadvertently pulled the bodyguard off, causing Wes Craven to fall. I'm not sure. I'm guessing Ortiz didn't mean to do that. And now the bodyguard and Ortiz on the outside having words. Dan Barry now scaling the top rope. Craven in a precarious position. This can't be good, folks. Dan Barry with the Irish car bomb.
Unbelievable.
Goes for the cover. And that's it.
You could have counted to 50 after a move like that. Dan Barry showing you exactly why he is the champion.
Welcome back, folks. Hope you enjoyed those highlights, and you can see the rivalry between Ortiz and Draven begin right there. Those two men would end up meeting at July's Barbed and Dangerous. Joey Ace would get involved. Dan Barry would get involved. That would lead up to September's Rage in the Cage tag team match, where Dan Barry and Joey Ace were successful over Angel Ortiz and Wes Draven. But not before all four of these men started going at it. They just couldn't take it anymore. Things got chaotic and out of control, and that is why FTW officials made this match at Darkest Days for the FTW Gen X Championship, tables, ladders, and chairs. Now, the FTW camera crew recently caught up with Dan Barry, the FTW Gen X Champion, to get his thoughts on this upcoming TLC match.
does it mean? It means more money. That's right, that's it. Like, I'm here for money. This is a job. This is a business. I make my living being a pro wrestler. And not for nothing, if this title didn't give me the paycheck that I got, that was damn garbage. I mean, really, I'm so talented, it's ridiculous. Joey Ace. You know what Joey Ace has that that is the biggest problem? His that girl, Lady Diamond D. You get that girl in your ear for 2 seconds. Joey Ace, you can beat Dan Barry. No, you can't. You can't. I mean, who do you think you are? Joey Ace, there's 2 things that you have to be in this world. It's talented and competent. You're not competent, you're cocky. You think you're the best. I know I'm the best. Angel Ortiz won by a fluke. It was a lucky fast count in his favor, okay? People have been fake hit by pitches in baseball. People have made touchdowns on accident. This happens. He got lucky. This is a ladder match now. I spent the better part of, what, 4 months turning his knee into nothing but a decoration. It's held together with silly string and duct tape at this point. Climb a ladder, you piece of shit. I'd love to see you try. When you're trying to climb that little ladder, hobbling your ass up, I'm gonna push you off and break your other leg. Wes Craven, the master. You're not even show enough. Bruce Leroy would slap you around. Look at you. You weigh as much as a paperweight. You could probably wrestle as good as one. Just lay down. Why are you even in the match? I've been wrestling for 10 years. FTW thought they'd throw me a curveball. And they'd say, you know what, we're going to make it a stipulation. There's tables, ladders, and chairs. Doesn't matter. You know what? I have a plan. Dan Barry sees the bigger picture. You guys are all focused on this one moment. This moment that might define your career. To me, your defining career moment is just another Saturday. I'm the best wrestler in this match, okay? Let's think about it this way. You could throw tables, you could throw ladders, you could throw chairs. Look at the wrestlers. I've beaten wrestlers that these wrestlers collect the action figures of. Come October 23rd, tables, ladders, chairs. Doesn't matter. It's gonna be somebody's darkest day. You know what? It's gonna be Wes Draven's darkest day, because I'm gonna knock his dreadlocks off his head. It's gonna be Angel Ortiz's darkest day, because I'm gonna make him a cripple. It's gonna be Joey Ace's darkest day, because I'm gonna make him a disappointment in front of his girl. You people fail to realize I see the bigger picture. I know all the moves. I'm the chess champion in this situation. You've got nothing on me. Come hell, high water. Hell, the fans could storm the ring. Doesn't matter. I'm gonna be standing on top of the ladder, holding my title, looking down on all you miserable, ugly people. Turn the camera off. I don't want to be here anymore. I've got things to do. Start the car. Thanks. Useless.
Definitely some candid comments there from the FTW Gen X champion. He looks extremely confident going into this TLC match at Darkest Days. And folks, as the weeks progress here on Overdrive, we're going to talk more and more about this unbelievable card and more about this TLC match between Draven, Ortiz, Joey Ace, and of course the Gen X champion, Dan Barry. Folks, we encourage you to check out our website at ftwprowrestling.com. You can find the links to our MySpace page, Twitter page, and our Facebook page, all on our website. My name is Sean Bryan. I hope you enjoyed FTW Overdrive. We'll see you next time.